everyone, welcome. I'm Amanda if we've never met before, so welcome. Today's class is going to focus on balance. So balance in the physical form of balancing postures, but also using those postures to sort of bring yourself into a calmer internal balance. So as you feel ready, you'll find your way to your front short edge of your mat, and we'll find a standing forward fold. Make sure if you use any props, so if you have anything, blocks, or if you're using books or anything you're using in your home practice, make sure you do have those available. And then also, if you use a strap or anything like that for a couple of our balancing postures, we'll have some options to play with those. And lastly, when we get down to final rest and other things on the mat, we'll do a little work with a bolster or pillow if you have that. So again, make sure any props that you like to use that you have available to you. And we'll get started in a fold. So find your way to the front edge of your mat. You can bend the knees nice and deep, feet as wide as you'd like them to be. Head hangs heavy, and if you'd like, you can use those support devices maybe to rest your forearms on. And then if you can, I want you to close your eyes. See if you can just breathe in this space. And you might notice as you are folded with eyes closed, you might find your balance moves you a little side to side. So just allowing your body to find that equilibrium, that middle point for itself. When we focus on our balance, we are internally looking to promote our own concentration and our calmness. While we stand on maybe 2 feet or 1, we are forced to focus on that and that alone. So to support ourselves, we must let go of those other thoughts filtering and clouding our mind and our judgment. When we balance, we align our body's center of gravity with earth, and that continuous effort in that posture brings our physical body into center, but it also brings our subtle body to do the same. It impacts our impulses, our thoughts, and our emotions, and our consciousness, thus calming not only the body's movement, but how we truly feel. So just taking notice that as you shift into a deeper breath pattern, you might start to feel the body stabilize. As you tune into your own awareness, you might feel that calmness start to come into your space. And letting this practice be what it is today. So sometimes we're a little more wobbly than others, and that's okay. The work is to breathe in that space and let it continue to draw you into that work, whatever that is for you. We'll stay here for just a few more moments, so letting the head continue to hang heavy. If you have not closed your eyes yet, maybe give it a try here for the last few moments. And then as you're ready, let your hands slide to those shin bones. Pull yourself up halfway. And then exhale, head down. Do that again, halfway lift, flat back, palms to shins, hug the shoulders together, lengthen the head. And then slide down. In breath, lift halfway. And exhale, slide down. On your next in-breath, come up to the sky, reach. And then let the arms come down to your sides. Finding some stability on 2 feet here, really spreading the feet wide, getting a good base here in your mountain pose. And just noticing that grounding, that connection of your foot into earth. And then we'll sweep the arms up, interlace the fingers, and then if you feel ready, come up onto your tippy toes. Breathe in. Sink the heels down, let the arms sweep down, breathe out. So we'll add to that, inhale up, lift the heels. Exhale, heels down, dive. Sweep right back up. So reverse your swan dive, come up to the sky, interlace. And then press the palms up to the toes. Breathe in, stay, tuck the pelvis. Heels down, dive, empty. Circle and sweep up, reach, breathe. Palms interlace at the top, heels of the hands flipped up to the sky, up to toes. So the palms are pressing out like this to the ceiling. Reach up, breathe. This time, see if you can go to your right. So if that doesn't work on your tiptoes, that's okay. Up to center, breathe in. And to your left, breathe out. Center, reach up. Heels down, dive and fold. One more time through that circle sweep, reach. Interlace, spill the heels of the hands up, come up to toes. Take a breath and lean to the right. Up to center, breathe in. Then go to the left. One more center lift. Heels down, swan dive. At the bottom of your swan dive again, find your ragdoll. Let the head hang heavy. And just breathe. Stay here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Just one more in your fold. And empty. Let those hands release back to earth. Find the props that you would like to use. Palms onto both of them or one of them if you have them. If not, you can put your hands on your hips or on earth. And then we'll lengthen the flat back. Walk the feet a little closer together and send the right leg up, hip height. Stay here, breathe in. Breathe out. So a lot of times we do this on earth in spinal balance. If that feels better for you, you can find your way to a table. And then as you're ready, left arm shoots forward. So lengthen and reach. Take a breath. And empty. Pull that left arm forward. Kick the right heel back. Scoop the belly in. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Hand down, foot down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. If you're on a table, roll to your cow pose, and then exhale, round through your cat and wolf fold if we're standing. You'll come back to a neutral spine if you're on earth, and if you're in that standing posture, halfway lift, hands back to the blocks or your support. Walk the feet a little more center and the left leg lifts. Tuck the pelvis slightly forward so the rib cage pulls together. And then right hand long. Breathe in, thumb up, palm to the left. Stay, softness in the right knee. Kick and reach, breathe. Empty. One more like that, take a breath. And then hand down, foot down, fold. If you're in that table, come back to it. We'll lengthen halfway. You can roll to your cow pose if you're in a flat back. Round through cat or fold heavy. We'll come back up to a mountain. So if you found earth, you can walk through down dog and then come back up, reach and rise, arms high. And then arms to your sides. Take a big breath. Let it go. Palms come to center chest. Let the thumbs connect to the center of the heart, feeling that heartbeat. Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Maybe setting your intention or desires for your practice. Sharing that with yourself, or maybe sending it out for someone else. A couple more breaths here. And then as you're ready, arms reach to the sky. Dive and fold. Come back to a halfway lift off of the shin bones. And then hands down, right foot only, step it back to a low lunge. You can find your blocks again, lifting up through center, hands frame the foot, or you can be on earth. If it's a lot, you can always drop the right knee, but we'll keep it up today. Pull up for the pelvis, take a breath. Stay, breathe in, and breathe out. Just one more here. Empty. If you're on those blocks or supports, slide them off to the side, plant your palms, press the earth away, and then send the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Breathe in, and breathe out. Fill up, empty. One more. Bring that knee back into the nose and the foot between the hands. We'll find those blocks again, but we'll come back up to our spinal balance. Lengthen, hands to the blocks, maybe on tall side. And then as you feel ready, that left arm shoots forward and the right foot stays kicking back. Lengthen, breathe in. Empty, breathe out. Another inhale. Stay. Just one more reach. Foot and hand down. So we'll put together the front pieces. Your feet can be together or apart. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Circle and reach, come all the way up to the sky. Interlace those palms and then come up onto the toes. Plug the shoulders down, take a breath. And maybe squeeze the thighs together, hinge to your right. Inhale, come up to center. And exhale to the left. Breathe in, reach. Heels down, arms wide, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, halfway. And then exhale, hands down, left foot back. So staying in our low lunge here, make sure the knee is over the ankle again. Press through the heel. And you can always, again, drop that knee or keep it lifted, your personal preference. Breathe in, blocks can be under the hands, or you can have your hands on earth. One more here, take a breath, stay. So we'll plant the hands. We're trying not to scrape this right foot, so we want to press away, take a breath, and then sweep that right leg up and open to the sky, three-legged dog. So right hip stacks above the left, fingers are spread nice and wide for that base, and so is the left heel rooting down. Breathe in. Flex the foot, so press up through the ball of the foot and hug the biceps into the ears. One more. Empty. Reach that leg a little taller. And then bring the knee into the nose. Scoop it forward. Set it lightly between the hands. Again, maybe we find these blocks as we lift that left leg up, hip height. And then if you'd like more, it's the right arm on this side that comes out, spinal balance. Shoulders stay square, belly pulls in, kick the heel back, take a breath. And empty. Reach, breathe. Stay. One more big breath. Foot to earth. If you were on those blocks, slide off and out to the side. Feet apart or hips or together, halfway up. And fold. All the way to the sky, reach and rise. Scoop up. Interlace the palms and then stand up. Breathe in. Hinge to your right. Breathe out. Up to center. And over to your left. Center, come on up. Heels down and dive. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, this time hands down and both feet step back, high plank. So when you get to your high plank, you can stay or drop the knees and pick up the toes. Make sure that's not sticking the butt out, but tucking the pelvis forward. Take a breath. Stay. A couple more here. Press earth away. Empty. One more. Breath out. Pull forward on your next breath in. And then lower to earth. Flatten the feet. Walk the hands back. Baby cobra. Lift the chest. Elbows hug high. Feet press down. And a lower. Inhale, lift up, breathe, open. And exhale, lower. We'll do that one more time. Lift up, maybe float the thighs. But we'll drop the knees if you took that option and walk yourself back to a brief child's pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Check in. See if where we've been maybe created a little calming energy. Maybe it hasn't. That's okay. Find space for where you are. Take a breath. See if you can hold that space for whatever needs to come for you. Just 2 more here in our child's pose. Big breath. Empty. 1 more to stay. And let it drain out. So we'll put similar connections together and we'll change the balance each time we go today. So on your next breath in, come on up to your table, curl the toes, and then lift the hips. Rise on your tiptoes, bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale to fold. To the sky, reach and rise, grab those fingers at the top, press the palms up, squeeze the glutes, and then come up onto tippy toes. In breath, and exhale to the right. Center, breathe in, and to the left. Come on up, breathe, stay here in your palm tree, and then heels down, spill it wide. Big breath, lift halfway. Exhale, right foot back. We'll come up to a high lunge, so crescent, reach and rise. Sink through center. Breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more inhale. Stay. Hands up or to your hips, root through the left foot. Take a breath. Knee to chest, lift. Breathe in. Hug the shoulders back, breathe out. So this round, we'll just move this a little bit. Breathe in. And step it back, breathe out. Hold for the inhale. Stay, let the palms touch, breathe in. Maybe hands to heart, step up, breathe out. You can also use your hips, stay for the in-breath. Back to crescent, empty. Inhale, hold. Exhale, stay. Take a breath, lift up. Right back on the exhale this time. Inhale to come on up. Exhale to send it back. 1 more like that. Inhale, flow it up. And exhale, step it back. Palms touch, reach. Hands through heart. Breathe in, press earth away. 3-legged dog, breathe out. Inhale. Stay. Take 1 more breath. Empty. Lift that leg a little taller. And then bring that knee back into center. Set it between the hands. Look forward. Take a breath. Right foot to left. Step up to fold. Halfway up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Fold. To the sky. Circle and reach. Interlace. Palms up to stay. Grow on the toes. In breath. Plug the shoulders down and go to your right. Center, come on up, and to the left. In breath, come on up. Heels down, dive, empty. Inhale, flat back, halfway. Hands to earth and the left foot lunges back. Again, you can stay low, arms circle and reach. Sink into your Anjaneyasana. Take a breath. Tuck the pelvis. Sink the right knee, press through the left heel. So again, hips are more stable for balance. If you'd like to keep your hands there, always an option. Heart center is next. And anything out and wide, it can create more challenge, and sometimes it can actually create a counterbalance. So play around with what maybe speaks to you today. Root through the right foot, and then lift up left. Breathe in. Flex the foot. Stay. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Left foot back. Set the toes down. Stay for your breath. Sink. Maybe palms up and hands to heart, or your hips take an in-breath. Lift. Empty. Hold. Breathe in. Set it back. Empty. 1 more to take it slow. Breathe in. Get your footing. Sink. Step up. Breathe. Step back. Empty. Draw in. Lift. Draw out, float back. Just 2 more. Inhale, come on up, and you can skip the movement and pick a place to stay. Empty, step it back. Last one, come on up, reach. Exhale, step back. Palms circle to touch. And then hands through your middle and frame your foot. Take a breath. Right foot all the way up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Flex that foot, breathe in. Hug the biceps towards the ears, breathe out. Let the head shake out. Reach a little taller. Maybe come up on the ball of the left foot, knee to nose. And then foot through hands. Heart rolls open, breathe. Forward fold, Uttanasana, step together. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale to fold. Reach and rise, grow tall, come on up. Interlace, stand to toes. Ribs pull down, breathe in. See if you can go to the left this time first. Breathe out. Inhale, reach. And to the right. Center lift. Heels down, arms come out wide. Breath in, lift halfway. Back to that high plank. So hands down, feet back. This time, knees up or down is your choice. Shoulders over wrists, squeeze the glutes. Pull forward to earth or halfway down. Flip and lift, come on up. And then again, drop the knees, reset. Child's pose. So we'll be finding that child's pose in between each of our series here as we go today. Use it as your own reflection to see how you feel as you get to each one of those child's pose. Slow inhale. And a longer exhale. Just a couple more right here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Fill up. Empty. Last one. Let it drain. As you're ready, back up to that table. Curl the toes, lift the hips, finding your way to downward facing dog. Rising to your toes, put a bend in the knees, look forward. Come up to the front of your mat, walking, stepping, or hopping. Nice, flat back, lift halfway, off the shins, off earth, or again, always maybe option off those blocks, pull the belly together, and then fold it down. Reach and rise, big reach up, circle sweep, interlace, stand to toes, take a breath. A little different this time, let the heels sink. Rise and reach, heels lower. Do that 2 more times, rise up but keep the shoulders down. Heels sink, control and lift, sink and lower. Take a breath here, and then exhale, spill and dive. Halfway up, breathe in. Hands to earth, right foot lunges back. Drop that foot on 90. Make sure your block is out forward. Should use the left side one. Out forward and in front of that left foot for when we come into Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon. And then come on up, warrior 2. Sit into that front knee, right shoulder pulls back. Sink down through center, fan the arms out wide, left to right. So your right arm's disappearing behind the fingers spread or they hug actively together. Stay, pull up from your root. Find that stability. If you'd like a little challenge for your balance, lift the left heel. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. Take a big breath in. If that heel is up, set it down. Bring the left hand towards that block. Right hand, right hip to start. Press into that block and then lift this left leg up, hip height. The toes turn to your right. The right shoulder lifts up. You can glue this right arm alongside the body as a good reminder of keeping that hip open. If you feel ready, this arm can come up. And this left hand can actually be on earth. Or maybe you can float it up to your chest center. If that feels good, you can float it forward. So see what feels good for you today. If you're on that block, see if you can just stay a little lighter on it. So not trying to spill into it, but just using it for support. Kick that heel back just a little stronger. Stack those shoulders. And if you'd like a challenge, again, look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. If these balance postures feel frustrating, see if you can just breathe into that uncomfortable space. And then see if your exhales can send out that frustration or that anger. And just let it be what it is in this moment, in this space. One more, fill up. Stay. Take a breath, put a soft bend in that left knee. Back to warrior two. Big reach, left arm high. Hands to earth. Frame the foot, land on the ball of the right. Prepare for our three-legged dog. Lengthen. Left foot up and back. We'll add one little bit this time here. We'll land in a standing split. Walk the hands back towards that right foot. And then lift the left leg a little taller. It does not matter if it's hip height or if it's straight up to the sky, but active through the leg. So press through the ball of the foot. The closer you walk your hands to this right foot and inward towards it, the more challenge you create. If you want to hold your ankle with one or both hands, that is an option. And you might notice if you're looking at your foot or your ankle, that foot wobbles. So it's not still, it's not perfectly motionless, but it's providing stability through its movement. It's doing that by being calm in its space. Take a breath. Maybe you can drop the head and look up towards that lifted toe. One more. Stay. Keep that leg lifted if you can. Lengthen the chest and come back to your three-legged dog. Breathe in. Left knee back up and through the nose. Set it down. Look forward. Take a breath. Right foot joins. So we're back to the front. Halfway lift. Lengthen. And exhale, fold. Reach and rise. Come on up. Interlace those hands, lift to the toes and squeeze the glutes. Now remember, we're not hinging, we're just lifting and lowering. Take a breath, sink it down. Inhale, ripple up. And exhale, sink it down. Breathe in, rise. And breathe out, sink. Two more like that. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. One more, lift, rise. Sink. Lower, dive. Halfway up, breathe in. And hands down and the left foot steps back. Roll that chest open, drop the left foot, and then cartwheel yourself up, stay here. So while you get yourself situated in your warrior two, I will change direction. So breathing in and breathing out. Spilling into that front knee and staying. So let that back arm pull you back. Let the right knee drive down and low. Fan out the fingers. Take a breath. Look over that front hand. So looking to your right. Take a breath. And sink. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. Reversing your warrior. If you didn't lift that front heel, you can do so now. So any of those options are always yours to take on any side. If you put that heel up, set it down, take a breath. And then right hand cartwheels down to find that block. Left arm upper to your hip. And then step into that right foot. Lift the left leg. Spin this left shoulder up into the sky. Maybe it stacks flat alongside that left leg. Or maybe it comes up to the ceiling. Looking down at that right hand is more stable. Looking up at the left hand is more challenge. And remember, you don't have to add all of the pieces. You can keep this left hand on your hip and maybe play with moving the right hand. Maybe they both work in space together. Maybe they don't. And that's okay. If you fall out, you just come back. Breathe in. Keep a little softness in that right knee. Breathe out. One more here. Stay. Take a breath. Bend into that front knee, come back to your warrior two. Big reverse, reach it up. And empty to cartwheel it down. Plant the palms, take a breath, and then three-legged dogs. Scoop that right leg up to the sky. Flex the foot, take a breath. Pull the belly in and then walk back to your standing split. Head drops, heel drives up. And again, that option for an ankle grab if that suits you. Hands to earth, looking up, pressing through the ball of that right foot. Always remembering to honor your body. Listening to the cues it tells you. And then using your breath to navigate. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more to stay. Empty. Lift and lengthen. Walk it back forward. Take a breath. Peel up through that right foot and then knee back to nose. Foot through hands. Up and open with the chest. Breathe in. Step up and fold. Breathe out. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold, heavy, empty. Circle reach, breathe. Interlace, stand on the toes. Take an in breath. Sink the heel. Shoulders stay down, breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, sink. One more like that, inhale to lift. Then exhale to lower, palms fill and you dive. Halfway up, breathe in. Hands to earth, high to low push-up. You can walk, you can step, or you can hop it back and come down. Up and open, maybe through your cobra or your up dog. And then again, finding that child's pose. So take your time. In your child's pose, settle in. Breathe deeply. And empty fully. Fill up. Drain. Just a couple more right here. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more like that. In breath. And empty. As you're ready, slowly find your way back up to your down dog. Curling the toes and lifting the hips. Inhale to rise. Bend and look forward. Come up to the front of your mat for a fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And breathe out, fold. Circle reach, in breath. This time into chair pose. We'll add that same little heel lift if we can work through that challenge. Come up onto toes in your chair. Scoop the pelvis and stay. Get a little lower, hug those thighs in, breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Empty, heels down, stand up, big breath. Spill and dive. Halfway up, breathe. Hands down and the right foot steps back. Roll the heart open, take a breath. And then straighten this left leg for a wide pyramid. Pull the right hip forward and the left hip back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill up. Empty, let the head hang heavy. Take one more here. And stay. We'll roll back into that left knee. You'll need your block under your right hand. And then you'll step up. Left hand to left hip. Adjust your block as you need and then turn your chest open to the left. So revolve, half moon. Haritha Ardha Chandrasana. Pick the heel back, roll that shoulder up and maybe let the left arm release to the sky. If you have space and like to play, towel straps or fingers can reach for this right foot. Up and over the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you're choosing to stay just like this, stay. If you're looking to stay with the hand down, stay. Roll that right shoulder under. Lift the left shoulder up. One more. Empty. Square off. See if you can work right into that spinal balance. Breathe in, left arm long, right leg back. In breath, pull the belly in. A little bit of challenge, elbow to knee. Take it or leave it. Big breath, reach. Elbow to knee. In breath, reach. And elbow to knee. Just one more on this side like that. Breathe in, reach. Elbow to knee. Kick it back, breathe. Let the hands come down and the foot set back. Walk those hands towards the left foot, heart forward. Three-legged dog. Breathe in. Standing split, walk the hands back. So we'll add a little challenge back here as well. Reach it up. And then your option is to let that heel again drop. This time it's right hand that comes up over the right hip and reaches for the foot. Flex the foot into the hand. Draw the head heavy. Towels and straps can help you reach the foot if that suits you. So if you have a strap, it loops at the end. You can actually hook that loop onto the foot and then you would reach for it up and over. So it makes it a little simpler than towels do sometimes. But anything that you can use to catch your foot that works for you. Unwind that, let that leg lift back up, and then come back forward. Take a breath, and then knee to chest, foot through hands, low runner's lunge. Heart up, breathe, foot to foot, step up. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Circle and reach, come on up. Chair pose, have a seat. Up to tiptoes, breathe in. Sink the heels, breathe out. Up to toes, breathe. Sink, empty. We'll do that 2 more times. Lift to toes. And sink the heels. 1 more, inhale, lift. And exhale, sink. Stand up, grow, rise. Spill and dive. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, your left foot steps back. Widen your stance just a little, heart open, lift your chest, and then right leg straightens. Head drops heavy, breathe. Fold. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more in our wide pyramid. Take a breath. Step. As you ripple forward, bend that knee, find your block with your left hand, and then step on up. Right hand, right hip, pull the belly in, and then roll your chest to the right. Elbow can stay high. It can reach up to the sky, or it can reach for this bent foot. Roll the heart up and open. Pull the right hip back. Breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale, and exhale. Just 1 more like that. Take a breath. Stay. As you unwind, see if you can find that spinal balance. So square off, reset. And then if you'd like the challenge, get a little longer. Tuck it in a little tighter. Out and reach. Flex the foot. Empty, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Breathe in, kick it out. Last one to tuck it in. 1 more, reach. Hands to earth, foot back. Take a breath. Plant the palms. And then 3-legged dog. Ekapada, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Walk yourself back to that foot. Kick up and lengthen, breathe. And then again, that option to tap the heel towards the left glute this time. Reach up with the left hand for the right foot. So the knee stays the tallest, the foot flexes into the hand. Your right hand is your stability assistance, and the head drops heavy. Breathe in, and breathe out. 1 more. Stay, unwind that leg, reach it up, and then walk yourself forward, down dog. Keep that leg lifted, inhale, and then knee to chest, and then foot to floor. Step it through. Up and open, breathe. Left to right. Halfway up, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Sweep and reach. Urdhva Hastasana, come on up. Chair pose, have a seat. We'll hold again up to toes. Sink and stay. Breathe in, stay lifted in the heels, just sink the hips, empty. 1 more. Spill forward. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, hands to earth, high to low. Up and open, lift your chest. Exhale, set your hips back. Child's pose, Balasana. Take a breath, stay. And empty to drain. Couple more in this child's pose. We have one more series to get through. In breath. And empty. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more like that. Stay. And take a breath. Start to roll forward, curl the toes, and then lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise. Bend, look forward. Come up to the front of your mat, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Reach and rise, come on up. See if you can come to the toes at the top. And then see if you can find your chair. So we'll move it this way. Stand up, maybe the palms interlace, lift, tuck your hips. Sit into your chair. See if you can keep the heels lifted. Two more like that. Inhale, stand. Exhale to sink. Breathe in to rise. Breathe out, Utkatasana, stay, breathe in. Heels down, breathe out, stand up, get some space. Exhale, spill and dive. Halfway up, breathe in. Hands down, step the foot back. Drop that foot on 90, but straighten the left leg. And then pull yourself up to the sky, Trikonasana. Roll the right shoulder above the left, soften the left knee, and then we'll bring the left arm forward today. So really roll that heart open, squeeze the belly, and then maybe look up to the right. In breath, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift the chest, bend the left knee, take an in breath. Hold, crescent, circle forward. Stay. Let the palms come to your heart or your hips, press into the foot, and then draw the knee up into the chest. So we've been here before. Little different, right hand, right shin. And then open that knee out. If you prefer the big toe grab, peace fingers to your toe. The foot kicks out forward. And then you can open that leg out to the side. The left arm becomes your counter. So if you're working that knee open to the right, check in with this left hip, so keep it tucked in. If you're working this peace finger grab, same thing. Try not to lean to the left. And then your left arm can be your counter pose. Just two to stay here, remaining, breathe. Stay. One more. Empty. If you kick the leg out, bend the knee, and then see if you can help that foot into Vikrasana tree pose. Arms can reach up, or they can stay on your hips. Same thing, hug this left hip in, push the right hip open. And then make sure this foot is either on the thigh bone, on the calf, or a kickstand on the ground. Take a breath. Stay. Two more, breathe in. And breathe out. Last one, hold it. Empty. Draw that knee up back into the chest. And send it back to where it came from, crescent lunge. Reach up, palms touch. Hands through earth, frame the foot. Take a breath. Left foot to right. Sorry, I lied. Left foot to the sky. Take an in-breath, three-legged dog. Pull the belly in. And then again, walk it back, standing split. So no bind this time, but one more little different challenge. Take a breath. Left knee to the right, Shiva squats. You can keep your hands on earth. Or for a challenge, see if you can lift them up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep that heel tucked to your glute. Take an in-breath. Stay. One more. Hands to earth, foot to sky. Take a breath. Back forward. Inhale, open and lift. And then exhale, knee to nose, foot through center. Look forward, take a breath. Step up to fold. Just one more side, halfway lift and length. Exhale, head dives down. Circle reach all the way up on those toes, so just putting pieces together. Exhale, maybe sweep the arms this time, sink the hips, but keep the heels up. Stay stand up and reach, stay on the toes, sink and sweep. Again, all just options. Stand and reach, breathe. Sink and sweep, hinge. One more like that, inhale to lift. And exhale to sweep. Heels down as you stand all the way up, big breath. Spill and dive. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, hands down and the left foot steps back. Roll the heart open. And then drop that foot, cartwheel up. Sink into that front knee as it straightens. And then we'll drop that arm, left arm high. Or again, that challenge for the right arm long. Stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, if this is a lot, that left hand can stay on the left hip. Reaching long through the front arm. Again, it can stay down towards that right shin bone or always on your block. And one more to stay. Empty. Cartwheel up to your warrior two, bend the knee. Stay. Take a breath. Come back through your crescent and then stand up, left knee to chest. Flex that foot, left hand to it, knee to chest. So again, opening through the left side. So your option is to stay here. Pull the belly in, hug that right hip in, or kick that foot out by grabbing the big toe. Right arm can come out as your counter. Heart forward, belly in. Breathe. Stay. Two more, take a breath. Drain. Last one like that. Empty. If you have the toe, let go of it and then see if you can help that foot into your tree. Maybe your hands come to heart center and they stay there. Maybe they come back up to the sky. Maybe they find a different option. And remember, this foot can be where it is, high, it can be on the calf, or it can be your little kickstand. Take a breath. Empty. One more here, breathe. Drain. Pull that knee up into the chest, and then send it back to a crescent lunge. Reach up, hands to heart. Prepare to move, take a breath, press away. Three-legged dog. Stay in your three-legged for a breath, prepare. Pull the belly in and then walk it back. Standing split, leg high, head drops, take a breath. Press up through the ball of the foot. One more inhale. And then bending the left knee, connecting the right behind it. Again, you can stay on earth on your blocks, or if you'd like a challenge, arms straight out forward. Tuck that heel up towards your glutes. Breathe. Stay. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Hands down, leg high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk it forward. Three-legged dog. Empty. Leg up. Breathe. Knee to nose, foot through hands. Coming to the front, roll open. And then step up to fold. In breath, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold it down. Circle and reach, come on up. Chair pose, sit. Lift the toes, take a breath. Hold. Just two more, breathe. Stay. One more. Let those heels come down, fold in half. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, hands down, high to low. Up and open, breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out. Find your balasana, choosing to maybe thread a needle this time. But wherever you're going, find heaviness. Filling up. And draining out. If you chose to thread a needle, find your way to side number 2. Chose to thread a needle, find your way way back to center. Just a couple more here. Take a breath. Drain it out. Just taking notice of how you feel in this space. And then as you feel ready, find your way to a table. Maybe through your down dog, and then we'll meet again in that forward fold where we started. Feet a little wider, and we'll work another ragdoll. Elbows and hands meet, head hangs heavy. And just take notice how this one may or may not feel different than your first. And then from here, roll yourself up as heavy as you can. When you get to the top of your mat, roll your shoulders back. Let the palms come open. And then again, maybe they come back to chest center. Letting the thumbs connect to the center of the chest, the center of the heart. And just again, taking a few moments here. Take one final vinyasa to rinse anything out. You can skip any pieces of it that work for you or don't. So add on, take out. On your next breath in, reach the palms up to the sky. And then spill and dive. Halfway up, breathe in. Hands to earth, step the feet back, high plank. Pull forward on your in-breath. And then exhale, chaturanga. Up and open, breathe in. And then down dog, breathe out. So your choice if you'd like to do that one more time on your own, or if you'd prefer to just find a little stillness here, that works too. If you're in your down dog and you like to find your way back to earth, you can start to find your way back to a table. If you're taking the vinyasa, we'll all meet in that table. Shoulders over wrists, knees underneath hips, drop the belly, flip the heart forward to your cow. And then exhale, tuck and round to your cat. Open for your cow. And round for your cat. And just 2 more times through that. Breathe in, open. And breathe out, round. And 1 more, open. And empty, round. Come back to center. And then we'll cross the ankles and have a seat. So from your seat, you'll take your legs out wide. So if you like to turn yourself a long ways on your mat so your feet or ankles come towards the corner. And then if you have a pillow of form that you'd like to use, make sure you have it. You can also use your blocks instead or in a combination. So I'll give you a couple options. We'll let our legs come out nice and wide to start. And then if you're using just blocks, you can find one for under the chest and one for under the heart, or one for under the head, I should say. So that's an option. Or if you feel really far from earth today, you can stack them and let the head fall. If you're using them in tandem with your bolster, they might support your bolster to bring it closer up to you, so you can stack them under it in various ways and then use it to fold over, or you can just use your bolster to fold. So however you'd like to find your way forward. And if you don't want to use any props and are comfortable just folding, take that option too. So just a little more of a mild hip stretch as you start to melt. Let anything you don't need soften. Let the eyes close. You can drop one ear to whatever you are connected to if that feels good. And just continue to breathe. We know that our breath is our connection to ourselves. So it allows us to take in what the world puts in front of us. And by using our breath to keep our mind calm and clear, it allows us to interpret the world, to act or to not, to react or to breathe. And if you feel the urge to react strongly to anything, take a breath, then another, until you are able to respond in a place of calmness, a place of logic, a place of peace within yourself. And all of that comes from our breath. It calms our nervous system and allows us to really evaluate where we're going and what we're doing and what we're seeing with clear eyes. For the body in our hip openers, what it allows the body to do is open. So it lets the body know that it's in an okay space, that it's in a purposeful space. For when you put yourself into a hip opener, your body does not necessarily understand right away whether it should brace for impact, whether it should brace for flight, or whether it should soften. So it doesn't know if that sensation is injury provoking or not. And really it's our job to just breathe. For that will tell the body you are okay, wherever you are in whatever space. And as we train our body to understand that that's what that type of breath means, we let it translate to our day. So we use our tools throughout our life, off our mat, on our mat, as we go through space to space. If you turned one ear down, you can flip sides as you're ready. Continuing to tune into that breath, letting it check in to each of those places that are looking to open. And with it, you might notice that some emotions come up, and that's okay. Breathe through them. Send out with your exhale what doesn't serve you any longer. Releasing and cleansing. For our bodies often hold our emotions. We store that feeling or that energy or that action, we store it in tissues. And through our movement and our breath, we are able to maybe release some of that no longer needs to be held or that is being held unnecessarily. So if you find yourself in hip openers becoming emotional or angry, that is a natural reaction. Don't hold on to it in the sense of why is this happening or what do I do with it. Just breathe in that space. You are again reminding your body that that emotion is okay to have and it's okay to let go of what doesn't serve you any longer. From here, as you feel ready, start to let yourself sit up. If you turn sideways on your mat, we'll tuck the right leg in and come back to face the short edge of your mat. If you are looking to use your props for final rest, make sure they are close by. But for a moment here, we'll just find our way onto our back and give ourselves a little hug here. And then we'll find our way into a twist, just rinsing out just a little more. So arms out wide, knees to chest, and then let them spill to the right, turning and looking over your left. Up to center, breathe. And then same thing on the other side. Turn it over, look to your right. Back up to center. And then knees to chest, grab the soles of the feet, walk them out wide for dead bug. Press the soles of the feet up and the low spine down along with the head and neck. If you find the head, the chin is really lifted up, you can put a block under your head. And it'll just lengthen out the cervical spine, so allowing the spine to be just a little longer instead of a little crunched. Also, you can hold the backs of the legs if that feels better. And then as you feel ready, bring the feet into earth, set them down. If you have your block available, maybe finding it for our back bend. So block tucks under, the hips on any height, hips roll up. You can just drape yourself over that block for more restorative bridge pose. If you are looking for more fire, all you have to do is get rid of that block or support. If you are a wheeler and have no limitations, feel free to take wheel or Urdhva Dhanurasana, as it's known in Sanskrit, upward facing bow pose. Keep those big breaths coming in and out. Wheelers, your chin will tuck to your chest as you come down. If you're on a block, if it's on the shortest side, you can keep it. If it's anything taller than that, maybe shift it down. And if you didn't have a block and would like one for our inversion today, Viparita Karani, big toes up to the sky, hips high on that block or bolster or pillow. And then again here, while you are in that inversion, if you're in the more restorative option, see if you can just take notice of maybe that natural ebb and flow within your own body. So that is your body countering its own extension, countering the feet up to the sky and supporting their lift. So that little movement is being stabilized by your center. And you don't even really think about it, it just happens. If you notice it or are aware of it, you might notice sometimes it's more than others. For whatever inversion you chose to take, coming back down to center. And then you'll slide off that block and put the hips down. So you don't have to sit up. I'll sit up to show you a couple options. So we have two blocks today if you were using two and a prop of pillow form. So if you'd like, you can put those blocks either under sort of the backs of the knees, or you can do the same thing with your bolster. And then you'll lay back down. So just letting the legs sort of fold over that for your Shavasana. If you're familiar with supported fish varieties with your blocks or your bolsters, those are options as well. Or if you're just looking for your traditional Shavasana, you'll get rid of any of your props that you don't need and find your way completely to earth. And then when you get to where you're going, soften. Find your space, find your breath. Melt. Unwind the jaw, unclench the teeth, unclench the fingers. Find support with your connection with earth. Let it ground you down and support you. Starting to wiggle fingers and toes. Rowing the knees into the center of the heart. And then finding your way onto a side of your choosing today. Taking just another moment right here. Love is the key that opens the heart. Hope is the dream that awakens the soul. Peace is the light that guides the way. And faith is the certainty that sees us through. As you feel ready, find your way to a seat that speaks to you. Let the hands start at the center of your heart, Anjali Mudra. I thank you for sharing your practice and your time with me today. The light in my heart honors and greets the light in yours. Thumbs to our third eye of intuition, knowing that you truly are a blessing. Namaste. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I've gotten some questions about what my plan is for these types of posts now that in Pittsburgh or Allegheny County, where I live, and most of the studios I work for are going green. So my plan is to continue to have some of these on my Facebook page through my YouTube as we continue to go through that phase, because I know a lot of you might not be comfortable popping back into a studio. So stay tuned, they'll continue to post for the time being. They'll continue to be open to the public, so free content, donation based. And as we get later in summer, I'll revisit that. So any of your thoughts, feedback on any of that is helpful, so please send it on over if you have anything. But yeah, I'll continue to post. You might see a few less, I should say, coming out for me on my YouTube channel, just because I will be teaching some evenings now again as I get back into what is, in most studios are our summer schedules. So most studios are not back to their regular programming. They're running on abbreviated schedules. So if you were used to coming to a class on a certain day of mine, that might not be the case anymore. So stay tuned to the website. I will be posting on Facebook where I'm at and when I'm at those places as well if you're looking for in-person content. And then if you're looking for online stuff, it'll continue to be here for you. So enjoy. Again, any feedback or thoughts you have on any of this is really helpful, because I'm happy to accommodate requests that I can. So stay well, everybody. See you soon. Namaste.